In terms of lasting legacy, in my opinion, there are 2 or 3 points that they are very critical. The first one is the big change that most businesses they have witnessed in terms of going digital overnight. And most companies like ourselves, we were not fully ready, but I think we had to get ready very fast. And I think that this work from home will remain for a decent period of time. We have also seen a closer cooperation between governments and between countries, especially when it comes to doctors and scientists, that they have really been focusing and working all together and supporting each other in making sure that we can find as quickly as possible a vaccine to this situation. But also there have been a lot of donations from countries like China to Italy in a specific period in which the situation was really, really very, very tragic. And finally, I think we have started to rethink about the way we do business and focusing perhaps a little bit more on the local businesses and on our supply chain, because we have seen large corporations being perhaps less agile and less nimble than smaller companies, that they have been able to find solutions or to protect themselves in a easier way. So also I think the supply chain has probably been rethought a little bit during this period, and we have gone more local and a little bit less on a greater scale. Obviously, our main challenge was to keep open and to keep safe. And I think we have been quite successful with that. We have completely reorganized the way we were working from home, but also to creating many more shifts within the company during the production phases of the engines, so that we had more space between people, and that if somebody had gotten affected by the COVID-19, we would have not had a situation in which all the company could have been affected. We could have cut a shift and keep maintaining production. And I feel quite good about what we have done in terms of being able to have a record Q1 with a growth of almost 50%, and we had 0 COVID cases recorded to date. So we had to completely review our processes, we had to completely review the way we do work, but also completely reorganize our plans in terms of investment for the year by deprioritizing things that we didn't consider to be really super necessary at this point in time, but still maintaining a big focus on health and safety, and obviously on information technology to guarantee that we can progress into a more digitalized world. I think from a renewable energy perspective, in the past years, we have seen a lot of movement towards photovoltaic and aeolic power. And I think those 2 sources of power, they have demonstrated to be efficient, but also not to be completely stable, because they are very much connected to weather conditions. So that has created the need for more gas or diesel generating sets that they can support this type of renewable energy to guarantee performance, irrespective of weather conditions. The trend, of course, in our perspective, is moving more from diesel to gas, and because gas is obviously greener and obviously it has a lower total cost of ownership, which is interesting. And that has been one of the big investments that we have made in 2019-2020 by launching a complete range of gas engines for generating sets, which now they cover a range between 50 and 1.5 megawatt. And we are now working at extending this power range beyond towards the 4 megawatt, in fact. In terms of alternative energies, obviously we are part of Weichai Group, and by being part of Weichai Group, Our parent company has been doing much investment in the past years in alternative hybrid fuel cells, so on and so forth. So we are sure that very soon we will be ready to offer to our customers not only diesel and gas, but also pure alternative energies. Obviously, let's say that in the past few years, we have learned a lot about IoT, the Internet of Things, and how things they were more interconnected between them, the different components and parts of a power systems, that they were working seamlessly together to minimize downtime and to optimize efficiency, total cost of ownership, so on and so forth. And I think what is going to happen in the next 5 years, there is going to be more ability of these systems to make predictions based on historical data, but also more integration with internet. If you take a hybrid system where you have photovoltaic, aeolic, gas, and different types of energy providers, let's say, you will have the possibility based on forecasting methodologies, etc., to switch over automatically to what is the most efficient type of energy producer in that specific point in time, based on your willingness to basically maximize your going green philosophy. So you will try to use obviously as much as possible photovoltaic and aeolic, but also you want to make sure that you don't have any downtime. So the moment in which the weather forecast is telling you that within so many minutes, so many hours, you are going to have specific weather events, you will have the possibility preventively to switch over to other sources of power to maintain stability, and also to make sure that you don't incur into any problems.